Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this morning for a Reason Why episode. This is the episode 3 for season 5 that I'm doing for Reason Why. So the title was changed due to the fact that I didn't want to put out a title that said hopefully 2022 is a good year when clearly there's a lot of shit going on in 2022. uh, there's more devastating stuff happening in the world in 2022 right now, and it's pretty awful. So, yeah, this episode is titled The Reason Why I'm Falling in Love with the Death of Peace of Mind by Bad Omens, that I'm going to be talking about. So, I'm going to discuss what I like from this album now, and some songs are not my favorites, but they've grown on me a lot more. So yeah, and I'll let you know what I think of this topic. So let's dive into this new Reason Why episode. Now, the reason why I'm falling in love with The Death of Peace of Mind by Bad Omens is because um, it's actually grown on me a lot more than I thought. I did review it and gave it an 8 out of 10, but I may bump it up now due to the fact that I've been repeatedly listening to it nonstop. Because, I don't know, there's something about this album that's very unique from their other previous work. It's very different and experimental, but if you like experimental stuff like I do, sometimes as long as it executes well, that's all that matters with how this whole album's gonna play out. It's all that matters, I guess you could say. um, as long as it executes well. But yeah, the Concrete Jungle song is grown to be my favorite song. Nowhere to Go was pretty good. Take Me First was very good too. Um, the opening to the start of the album was very well done. Um, What It Costs still is my least favorite, but I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's an interlude, but I don't know if some interludes would be necessary to give 5 out of 5s now. And sorry about that ding, it's my phone or whatever. Um, yeah, it's dinging away or whatever. I think it's the weather notification or something. But basically, I like when it gets to its emotional part in the album, which is Just Pretend and The Gray. Those two songs really hit you in the feels with how emotionally driven those songs are. And Noah Sebastian's vocals in the song are pretty damn good. Um, yeah, those songs really got to me on an emotional level. And I could really feel for those songs, and his vocal potential in the song is really damn good. Um, but Bad Decisions was more of a melodic track and experimental, but it worked to an extent, I guess you could say. Um, like a Villain, not, that's a pretty good song. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it when I first heard it, when it did come out as a single, but it's grown on me to my liking, so 5 out of 5 for that one. Um, but yeah, I don't know, there's something about this album that really resonates with me in a good way. And it's so different from the Finding God Before God Finds Me. I actually have it on CD as well. I got my copy for it. I'd show it, but I'd have to go get it for a moment. But uh, yeah. Basically, this was a pretty interesting and unique album. It's not their best work, but it's if they're gonna go this route and keep trying something new with their music, they're gonna go somewhere with their music. So, yeah, The Death of Peace of Mind was a very unique album. Even the title track itself wasn't sure if I was gonna like it when I first heard it. I thought it was a weird track, and it is still a weird track, but to an extent, I think it executes very well with what it's going for. And the vibe I was getting from that song, I was like, wow, this is so weird and different from them, from their actual sound and all that. But yeah, Who Are You and Somebody Else were very experimental tracks. I just noticed that he idolized The Weeknd or whatever. So there's like Weeknd influences from the R&B artist The Weeknd, or Abel, I should say. So yeah, he idolizes his kind of music, I guess you could say, Noah Sebastian, and wanted to try something different, like some R&B kind of stuff with this album, just regular vocal pitches, and it doesn't sound too bad. Who Are You was very weird of a track. Wasn't sure if I was on board with it, and Somebody Else, they were not bad tracks. They were solid songs. I'll give them 4.5 out of 5s. And I Don't Want the Money is pretty good. Really like that song, because the ending to the album closes out with some screams and some heavy, chunky riffs and all that. So it's pretty well done. So yeah, um, What Do You Want From Me has grown I've grown a liking to the song, even though it's a little experimental and different, but it's something interesting. So yeah, Artificial Suicide, a banger, and Miracle has, I really like that song now, so 5 out of 5. Overall, I think The Death of Peace of Mind was an interesting record. Something different from their previous sound, which was more metalcore driven sound, but this is more experimental, hard rock kind of stuff from time to time. So it's more experimental of an album, for what they're usually known for. But yeah, if album number 4 is gonna go in the same direction as this one, then maybe they'll go somewhere with their music, because they've attracted a pretty broader audience now. Um, but yeah, I'd give this album an 8.5 out of 10 now. It's going to be on my best albums, but it's not going to be at the lowest part of the list, but at a certain part of the list in at the end of the year, uh, for 2022. So, yeah, I'm really falling in love with The Death of Peace of Mind now by Bad Omens. It's grown a liking to me. So that's all I'm gonna say about this. There's a lot of unique stuff about this album, and I've listened to it nonstop, repeatedly, even at work. I've actually grown to like this album a lot more than I thought, and yeah, it's something new from Bad Omens, so good job on this album, Bad Omens. It's very different from what you're known for, but it's going in a new direction for them. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about this topic on the New Reason Why episode. Sorry that I paused for a moment on what I was going to say. I was just trying to think of how to close this video out. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the reason why I'm falling in love with The Death of Peace of Mind by Bad Omens, if you enjoyed it, or however I'm going to title this video, if it'll let me title the whole word I said, or thing I said. But if you did enjoy this special video, or this reason why I'm falling in love with The Death of Peace of Mind by Bad Omens, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, to support the channel. Sorry that I'm slurring my words. I actually got a really good night's sleep, and I really needed it, because yesterday I was so physically drained, and something was going on yesterday with how I was feeling. I don't know what it was, but it really fucked me up or something. So, yeah, today I'm doing a lot better and feeling a lot better. So, I'll have another movie review come out as soon as I can. Um, it's probably going to be sometime this early afternoon or something like that. I gotta watch the movie, and then I think it's for the movie Clean with Adrian Brody, I believe. Uh, and then after that, I'll move on to Moonfall, which I heard a lot of bad things about that movie. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this new Reason Why episode for season 5, episode 3. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. I wanted to do something different with this Reason Why episode. It was going to be a different topic on. I hope this year is going to be a good year, is what it was meant to, the episode name to be, but due to the Russia invading Ukraine thing, it's pretty horrible. So I'm just sending my thoughts and prayers to them because I know they're really hurting right now, and their own country is being attacked, and it's really horrible. So, yep. Um, and this war should never have even happened, honestly. That's what I think. Uh, when I see this on the news, I'm like, this war should never have fucking happened. It's just a madman throwing a temper tantrum, which I mean by Vladimir Putin. That's all I'm gonna say on that matter. I don't want to go into more brief explanation on how I really feel about it, because I don't want to send a trigger warning in this video to that. But I'm sorry that I dragged this video out longer than I thought. I hope you enjoyed this Reason Why episode. It is a longer Reason Why episode, but next week's is going to be on the 13th, so definitely tune in for that. Stay safe, take care, and as always, I'll see you in my next video.